This is the Synthetic Signal Report for Thursday, May 28, 2026 in the morning. Today, we analyze the shifting landscape of transparency and security in artificial intelligence. We focus on YouTube's new mandatory labeling for AI-generated video, Anthropic and OpenAI's reached product-market fit, and Greg Kroah-Hartman's defense of the Rust programming language within the Linux kernel. We also examine the generation of certified perfect randomness by ETH Zurich, an experimental hepatitis B treatment, and the escalation of geopolitical rhetoric concerning the Strait of Hormuz. YouTube has officially announced a policy to automatically label all videos containing AI-generated content. This follows increasing pressure to provide viewers with clear context regarding synthetic media. The system relies on underlying metadata and fingerprinting to identify AI-generated video and audio streams. While the industry has long discussed the need for such transparency, this is the first large-scale implementation of automated content disclosure at this scale. Analysts view this as a necessary infrastructure development to prevent the erosion of viewer trust. The platform aims to balance the democratization of generative tools with the imperative of provenance in an era where synthetic and authentic media are increasingly indistinguishable. The security of software is undergoing a rigorous pivot. Greg Kroah-Hartman, the stable kernel maintainer for Linux, has issued a definitive stance on the integration of Rust into the Linux kernel. As the volume of vulnerabilities discovered by AI, specifically bugs like dirty frag, copy fail, and fragnesia, surges, traditional manual C-based code reviews are proving insufficient. Kroah-Hartman argues that Rust acts as a critical guardrail by preventing memory, locking, and error-handling mistakes at the build time. This is not a total rewrite of the kernel. Instead, it is a strategic insertion point. By moving the burden of safety to the compiler, developers can mitigate the flood of AI-discovered bugs before they reach the production environment. In a leap for cryptographic foundation, researchers at ETH Zurich have generated certified perfect randomness. By utilizing a quantum bell test setup, the team connected two entangled superconducting chips over a 30-meter cooled link. This hardware-level generation of entropy provides a physically verifiable source of randomness. In the long term, this could serve as the digital equivalent of atomic clocks, providing a standard that other cryptographic and security systems can rely on to ensure truly unpredictable behavior in sensitive data processing. In the biotechnology sector, an experimental treatment for chronic hepatitis B has shown significant efficacy. Data presented today indicates that nearly 1 in 5 patients achieved a functional cure. This rate vastly outperforms current therapeutic standards. By helping the immune system regain control over the virus, the GSK-developed drug represents a potential shift in how chronic, lifelong infections are managed, signaling a move toward curative interventions rather than long-term symptom suppression. We are monitoring a sharp escalation regarding the Strait of Hormuz. Donald Trump has publicly threatened to destroy infrastructure in Oman during discussions regarding the waterway. The tension arises from ongoing talks between Iran and Oman about jointly charging tolls for ships passing through the strait. As the global energy sector faces heightened volatility, this rhetorical shift highlights the vulnerability of critical maritime choke points to political posturing and the potential for rapid disruption in global oil logistics. Community sentiment is heavily focused on the maturity of AI agentic platforms. Discussion on Hacker News confirms that developers believe Anthropic and OpenAI have finally achieved true product-market fit. The discourse is shifting from what can these models do to how do we operationalize them for enterprise tasks. There is also significant technical scrutiny regarding the potential of liquid neural networks. The RZIV community is currently analyzing how these continuous time models outperform traditional long short-term memory networks in clinical pattern recognition by modeling the fluid temporal dynamics of physical processes more effectively. Additionally, the signal from the future remains the risk of spatial identification. Research from the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology demonstrates that ordinary Wi-Fi routers can now identify and track individuals through a room with 99.5% accuracy, even if the subjects carry no devices. This level of pervasive, device-free surveillance represents a substantial threat to digital and physical sovereignty. As we finalize this report, the focus remains on the collision between advanced autonomy and the physical security of the individual.